counter. Hiroyuki Endo and Kenichi Hayakawa of Japan up against the defending champions. Prize being announced to times world champions, the Olympic champions. Fu and Kai maybe not at the height of their powers anymore, but still a danger.
Black is the call. Black it is. Service. Kenichi will serve.
Very, very experienced championship players. Done well many, many times.
Well, yeah, it's been an incredible resume, hasn't it, from the former #1 pair of Kai-Yun Fu Haifeng. Not played that much badminton, of course, in 2013 up against the Japanese pair, well ranked #3, but #4 in the seedings. And in this side of the draw, the winner takes on Mohamed Hassan or Hendrik Sediawan. Although the way things are going in that match, it's like Hassan and Sediawan are going to take the first set against the Shengmu and Sai Jiasin, who caused the big upset yesterday, knocking out the #1 men's doubles pair. But we'll see, that's got plenty to run yet. Kai-Yun, well, it's all about his back, isn't it? Steam.
Yeah, he's been having some problems, having to retire from a couple of tournaments.
And here's the man who has the fastest hit in badminton. Maybe not as hard as he is now, but there was a time in his career that he used to fly through the air like Superman, didn't he?
And still, in my opinion, the most dangerous smash, because it is both steep and hard.
And what do we know about their opponents then? Hiroyuki Endo and Kenichi Hayakawa, both experienced men, 26 and 27 respectively. I suppose the biggest claim to fame has been this year. They got to the final of the All England, but not a career glittered with gold, is it?
No, they're sort of, they've worked their way into men's doubles, and that's perhaps the most characterizing word, workers. I think they were in the Super Series final, is that correct? Or was that another Japanese pair?
Ready to play!
I can't really remember, but at least they're not very spectacular in their game, but never mind that. When you're efficient, that's what it's all about. You need to win some matches.
We just saw the head-to-head there, and they have won once against Fu and Kai in their 3 meetings, although it was one of those where Kai's back flared up in the Super Series semi-final at the end of last year, and that's when they got to the final. That's what you were thinking of.
Yeah.
When they got to the end of season Super Series in December. Straight games victory so far for Kai-Yun and Fu Haifeng.
Ladies and gentlemen, on my right, Kenichi Hayakawa, Hiroyuki Endo, Japan. And on my left, Fu Haifeng, Saiyun, China. Kenichi Hayakawa to serve to Sayun. Love all, play.
Well, they're the world champions of 2006, 2009, 2010, 2011. They won the Olympics in 2012, but can Fu Haifeng and Haiyun keep that little run going here in Guangzhou 2013?
One, love.
There is a big question mark against it, isn't there?
Yeah, I have them as underdogs in this match. They weren't really tested yesterday against the Malaysian pair. We had this fitness issue again.
Service over, 1 all.
So I'm quite sure the Japanese pairing here is capable of playing at a faster pace than the Malaysians, and the defense should be okay as well. So I wouldn't say much underdog, but I think the Japanese are going to win this match.
Service
Well, we
over, 2
maybe just witnessed
1.
an end of an era in the men's doubles with Ku and Tan. If Fu and Kai were to lose here, would that be an end of an era as well? Can you see Kai-Yun carrying on after this week?
I think they might consider retirement if they should lose here in the quarterfinal.
I've been reading that he's been doing some coaching training in Hong Kong.
Okay.
I'm not sure whether that's 100% true or not, but obviously contemplating what might be next in his.
Yeah, that might be a coaching job waiting.
There's life in the old dog yet.
Yeah. I'd really like to see that
3,
flicker in.
2.
270. He's warming up. Are they aware of what the fastest is, or does it really not matter?
Doesn't matter. They can just feel that it's not so nice returning for Haifeng smashes.
It's not all about power, is it? Credit to the Japanese, though. And what a great rally. This is right at the start of the match.
Excellent rally.
The wagging of the finger there from Kai-Yun as it.
2.
Come on. We're still here. We're still up and running.
Very much, and if they can keep on playing rallies like that, I'd like to change my prediction.
Too late, you said it, Steen. We can rewind the tape. We heard what you said. But I like the way you stick your neck on the block.
Yeah, but I feel I wasn't really finished explaining and so on.
Yeah, good try.
Service over, 3, 4.
They have won an event, this pair, last year. They won the US Open Grand Prix event. It was just before the Olympics.
Strange defense there. Well,
Service
the
over,
Chinese have
5,
definitely gotten
3.
off to a better start than the Japanese. Playing on their terms. Fu and Kai.
But the opening 2 or 3 minutes suggest we could be in for a bit of fun here.
Long.
Which in, it's in.
6.
You and Hayakawa thought it was out.
Yeah, it doesn't really help much seeing it from that angle.
Yeah,
You need to see it from the baseline camera.
I think it was on the line. Down to the ground and then flicked it through his legs.
7, 3.
But they mean business here, don't they? Kai-Yun and Fu Haifeng. They probably hear the whispers as well. what people are saying about them.
Yeah, and they would love to prove all of us wrong. Take another title. That was a better attack from the Japanese.
Service
Clever.
over.
Soft smash in the beginning. They haven't really had much luck with a hard attack. Powerful smashes. Perhaps the solution against Fuenkai.
Service over.
Very, very
8,
fast with
4.
the racket in the defense.
With the angle as well, getting it just across the net.
9, 4.
Beautiful shot.
Playing really well, aren't they? They're playing like the world champions. I mean, they haven't played that much badminton. They try and play most of the events in the build-up. They played the Indonesian Open, played the Singapore Open, quarterfinals, semi-finals in those two. But prior to that, they really haven't played at all year. Not at least finished a match anyway.
They, of course, after the Olympics, they've been celebrating and trying to get back to the super serious level, and that caused some injuries, and that's quite natural.
Service over 5, 9.
They didn't look that convincing yesterday, but they won convincingly anyway, so you don't need to do more than win to get to play the next day. That's really what it's all about. That's in.
6, 9. Service fault called. Service over. 10, 6.
Service fault called. Interesting, our commentary position here. We've got the VIP area, haven't we, Steen, to our right-hand side, and two interested spectators to our right, certain Lin Dan and Lee Yongbo.
Yeah, just discussing how the match went.
Service over. 7, 10.
I'd say pretty well.
Yeah, and how to proceed in tomorrow's match, whether it will be against Chen Nguyen or Danish Jan Jorgensen.
Eight, 10.
Couple of easy points here for
9,
Endo
10.
and Hayakawa.
Yeah, 3 in a row. Brings them right back into things. Been a pretty faultless display until then from Fuenkai. That restores some of the order
Service
we were seeing.
over. 11, 9. Interval.
Well, they're happy enough. 11-9 up at the interval, playing well. Haifeng and K.Hayakawa up here against Hayakawa and Endo of Japan. been a good match so far.
That little 3-point slip there. Fu Kai have played brilliant.
Court 1, 20 seconds. Court 1, 20 seconds.
Seven, 11, 14.
Coach. 11-9, play.
Ball middle, né? Ball middle, isoba na.
Play.
Yeah, back in the groove again, aren't they?
Yeah, they're
13,
controlling.
9.
Totally controlling the things on the court.
Service called. Service over 10, 13.
Service judge penalising the serve.
Service over 14, 10.
Well, like Dan,
15,
I must say that Fu and Kai are racing the game throughout this tournament. Moving really well here in the match against Endo and Hayakawa.
Yeah, I gotta say, I can't see much wrong really. I mean, in every department, from serving to smashing to variation to movement.
16,
Japanese are
10.
getting a bit short, yeah. For Haifeng, no, sorry, Chaiyun's feet didn't even touch the first line. So that makes it, of course, difficult to defend well if the first lift is way too short.
17,
Fu and
10.
Kai are playing faster than the Japanese double, and that surprises me a little bit. I didn't think they were capable of playing at such pace. It's really good for the tournament.
Yeah, look at the way Chaiyun got back on his feet as well. They don't want to lose a single point, do they? Well, they're moving the floor now.
He was only inches away from returning that.
Well, hopefully we'll get to see it on the replay.
Service over 11, 17.
Gets himself back up, and then this came, and now have a watch. Just got blocked there by Hayakawa, but
They might want to take up synchron diving afterwards. There he goes. Exactly. Artistic impression, very, very high.
yeah, synchronized badminton. There you go, beautiful. Even landing together.
Yeah, think.
Would you get 7.8 or you give him a 9.4?
9.4, and I think Cai Yun can sort of pick a little bit on Fu Haifeng because he was obviously way off. Wasn't near that shuttle.
Well, it's a point. It's the first point they've won in 9, really, because the other point they got was a service fault.
Service over, 18-11. Service over, 12-18. Service over, 19-12.
Second points have arrived just as their opponents, or their potential opponents for tomorrow, walk past the court, because Mohamed Hassan and Hendra Siriawan have come through in straight games against yesterday's giant killers, the Inside.
So far, this first game has been a total whitewash of
13,
Japanese
20.
combination. Have had no real chance of winning this game.
Ladies and gentlemen, the match on order 2, well started.
It was very straightforward, not very long on court either. Just over 13 minutes. Impressive.
Fu Haifeng, 21-13.
Scoreline reflecting their dominance in this quarterfinal. Cai Yun and Fu Haifeng looking good for the semis.
我们有点下手，球一旦他们的进攻力不是很凶的，所以就点点，我们拉到位了以后就不怕，然后蔡云的发球的点可以变化，他们就直接上一起推，你有时候稍微变一变，他有时候接下去质量就不是特别好啊。
手部发球不错，基本上掌握这个节奏，你也是一样，都挺就是靠这个，你发挥上他没有看。
So what do they do? How do they try and get back into this match, H.Endo and Hayakawa?
They need to be able to play at a faster pace, or they need to be able to play softer shots. And I don't think the softer shots is a possibility, because Fu and Kai, they will just come forward.
It must be such a good feeling for Fu and Chai as well out there on the court right now, because I mean there must be some questions. I mean they haven't got anything to answer really in terms of their career. They've done it all, haven't they? But in terms of this week, they had a few questions to answer, and I think they answered them here, haven't they? Whatever happens the rest of the match, I mean, even if they did ease up a little.
If they continue to play like this, I mean, they're in with a chance to win.
Service over, 1-all. Service over, 2-1.
This
Service
here,
over,
but just shows how
2-all.
quick Fu Haifeng anticipates
Wait.
the shots.
This one.
3-2. Service over, 3-all.
Ladies and gentlemen, my right to thank China. Barbary, Russia, India.
Service over, 4-3. Five, 3.
Well, they have a slight edge at the start of this second game. Can they make a fist of things here?
Service
Here from
over,
our
4,
positions in the hall,
5.
we can see the Japanese coaches working really hard, explaining and cheering on the players. Good attack from the Japanese here. They had to work
Service over, 6,
hard
4.
to get the point, but I don't think that should be any problem for them.
Service over, 5, 6.
还有
Service over, 7, 5. Service over, 6,
Well, they
7.
are the dominant badminton nation, China, and this pairing have given them as much to cheer about over the last half a dozen years as anyone. First men's doubles pair to win a gold and a silver. First Chinese men's double pair to win gold at the Olympics, 4 world championships.
7-all.
First men's double pair to win it 3 times, never mind 4.
I think that was perhaps a questionable call there, but
7. Pull. Pull. Do not influence the line break.
He probably picked up what the
Yes.
the American umpire was saying to Fu there. You think that's influenced the Nigel going yes?
difficult to say. But I really think you had time to notice that. She wasn't hesitating or anything. She seemed quite sure in her decision.
Nine, 7. Service over 8-9.
Well, back ahead now. Fu. Isn't it? And to come out and win the point is just affirmation of what you're doing is right.
Service over 10-8.
You enjoy those points more than any other, don't you?
And also this little display for the audience. I mean, I guess they know that there are not that many big events back in their career, so
especially on home soil as well.
it's also about enjoying the moment.
사연. 사연. 그래. 사연. Good. It's not good. Okay. Service over 9-10.
Important point for Endo and Hayakawa. Try to stay as close as possible. Good shot.
Service over 11-10 interval.
So Kai-Yun and Fu Haifeng putting on a display, putting on a show, and enjoying themselves as well. 11-10, the interval lead having already swept aside Endo and Hayakawa in the first game.
The Japanese, on the other hand, they should be content. They have managed to sort of stop the bleeding. 1 point in it. Now, seems they've benefited from being on the side where the drift is coming from the Japanese towards the Chinese pairings. Seems that they've got a bit easier task of attacking, even though
11-10, play.
Fu and Kai are very good in the defense.
Service over, 11-all.
Been a few rustier shots in this game, hasn't there, than there was in the opening from the Chinese pair.
And the Chinese are playing up against the wind in this game here, and that means the shot comes to you a little bit earlier than you're used to.
Service over, 12-11.
Nods of approval on the sideline.
13-11.
I go to 20 seconds.
Disguise the quality of the execution.
14-11.
7-9. Play. That's over. 10-9. 11.
Well, that's what they've got to try and do. Try and stay aggressive. Try and stay offensive.
Service over, 12-14.
Not easy to do though when you're playing against the quality that is at the other end of the court.
11-all.
Shot between the
13-14.
two Chinese players.
Brilliant defensive work.
Great save.
Yeah.
It's not only the Chinese that can save
14
impossible
all.
No dancing.
shots.
No dancing jig though.
That one was extraordinary.
I don't think Fu was expecting it back, was
No.
he? Good reactions on the sidelines as well. So 14-all. Well, let's see what Fu and Kai and Jai are made of here, shall we? first time where they now need to step it back up again.
Another good save. Really got the defense going. This time too long. It's of course the difficult part of it.
Over 15 all.
You must expect the opponents to sort of take countermeasures regarding placement of smashes and shot selection. Good return.
Service over 16, 15.
Control by Chayun.
Service over 16 all. Kenichi.
24. Hey.
Sense that the Japanese moved quite far back. The last couple of rallies where they've saved some almost impossible shots.
14. 13.
Just blocked it.
Go. 17, 16. Kenichi, you must not play.
15. 13.
Well, credit to the Japanese here, Endo and Hayakawa, because they could have easily have crumbled, but they haven't. They've tried to make a fight of things here.
Yeah, and they've given themselves a chance to take this second game here, playing a much better attacking game here in the second set.
Service over 18, 17. Now.
That 18 all.
Service over 18 all.
So important for the Japanese not to open up a 2-point gap.
16. 14.
Given that they're behind 1-0 in sets.
Like that. Almost caught in two minds, isn't he?
Over 19, 18.
showed that he was going to flick. Shallow movement and flick service. I don't know if it was that caused Kenichi Hayakawa to miss it.
One save by H.Endo and Hayakawa there. 1 match point, that is. And Hayakawa here has had a few nervy moments in the closing stages here, now serving. Two saved. And it's 20 all.
20 all.
Third match point then. Hayakawa nets again.
Very fast exchange there.
Titles, and they looked somewhere close to back to their best there. Haifeng and Chaiyun, excellent performance. H.Endo and Hayakawa, well, they tried to push them, particularly in that second game, but prevailed in the end, 22 points to 20.
Haifeng, 21-13, 22-20.
Excellent performance. So the defending champions live to survive to the semi-finals now, where they'll take on Mohamed Hassan and Hendra Sediawan. H.Endo throwing his racket at that one could do nothing to stop the former world #1 pair, the Olympic champions, the defending world champions, and they're into the semi-finals. So next up is the women's singles match between Saina Nehwal and Bae Yeonju.
The umpire, David Gray.
Two of the last 8, of course, from India. One Korean representative left. PV Sindhu causing one of the sensations of these championships so far, knocking out the defending champion Wang. But as we see the umpires here, David Craig of Scotland and Teo Clan Ju of Malaysia. Saina Nehwal, the darling of Indian badminton.